Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Miss McNeese, and I'm going to be reading a book to you today. I'm going to be reading one of my favorite stories, The Kissing Hand. And I have the character from the story here. His name is Chester the Raccoon. You can tell from the front cover that the animals in the story are raccoons. Those are the characters. The author is Audrey Penn, and that means she wrote the words in this book. This is a great story to start us off in kindergarten. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. I don't want to go to school, he told his mother. I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you? You can even see a tears in his eyes. He's sad about going to school. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do, she told him gently, even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start. You'll make new friends and play with new toys, read new books, and swing on new swings. Besides, she added, I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home. Did you hear those words? When does it sound like Chester goes to school? The word said that the secret will make your nights at school seem warm and cozy as your days at home. So Chester actually goes to school at night because raccoons come out at night and he is nocturnal. He comes out at night. So he goes to school at night and he sleeps during the day. Chester wiped away his tear and looked interested. A secret? What kind of secret? A very old secret, said Mrs. Raccoon. I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers, and it's called the kissing hand. The kissing hand? Asked Chester. What's that? I'll show you, said Mrs. Raccoon. She took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand up his arm and into his heart. Even his black silky mask tingled with a special warmth. Look at the love he's feeling. There's his kissing hand that his mom gave him. Do you feel warm and cozy inside when your mommy kisses you or your daddy? Usually makes you feel so safe and cozy and happy. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. Now, she told Chester, whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you. And that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts. She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. Now, do be careful not to lose it, she teased him. But don't worry, when you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick. Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. And you can see he's remembering that kissing hand wherever he is and for everything he's doing. You can see those hearts. That's that special love. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. Give me your hand, he told her. What do you think Chester's going to do? Chester took his mother's hand in his own hand and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. The picture. Now you have a kissing hand too, he told her, and with a gentle goodbye and I love you, Chester turned and danced away. There he is, and all the other woodland animals going to school for the night. Where does it look like he's going to school? Oh, he goes to school in a tree. Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across a tree limb and enter school. As the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you. And you can see the mom, Mother Raccoon over here, putting her kissing hand to her face. So it seems like she's missing Chester while he's at school, but he gave her a kissing hand so he would always be with her. And there's the animals at school. And the very last page says, I love you. Can you do that? You need your pinky and your pointer finger and your thumb. It means I love you. So, if you remember at the beginning of the story, how was Chester feeling about going to school? How was Chester feeling about going to school at the beginning of the story? And that changed by the end of the story. At the beginning, he was feeling pretty sad and a little bit scared and nervous. And you may be nervous about starting school, but at the end of the story, how was Chester feeling about going to school? The words told us that he danced away to school that night. So that makes me think he was happy and excited. And having that kissing hand helped him to feel comfortable and to know that his mommy would always be with him. I hope you enjoyed this book, The Kissing Hand.